Alright, don't talk, man. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. To apologise for the drop in stream, but hopefully you are still here tuning in with us. We've got an epic second semi-final come up. It's Artificial taking on Perf Kappa, and I think it is the Perf Kappa boys. I'm loving this. These guys are actually at LAN, so they are at Escape Portal Gaming Lounge. Joining me right now on the hot seats, Digital Bacon. My name is Bizer, and these boys, well, they're not going to wait for us. They want game time, don't they?
Yeah, definitely wanting to get into this game, and it's looking to be a good one. Here we go, the kickoff. You can see Outlast go up against Artificial here, and Scribs. That name beforehand just quickly throwing me off.
Do you know what's usually good? You know what I do? I go for the teams. Artificial, Scribs, Daddy Long Leg, Pickets, and for Perf Kappa, Roffy, Aqua Veil. He's going to call himself Aqua, and Outlast. Well, it's funny enough that they put semi-pro. He's one of the best 1v1s in the region. And I think these guys are playing on actual the LAN accounts. So they're on customized settings. They have to change the settings too. They're not on their own accounts. I don't know. They're probably mucking around with us. Who knows? Let's go.
Yeah, but to already be semi-pro, they played a little bit today. They're definitely showing some good stuff as Outlast trying to drop it on down. Outlast not being able to get it. Yes, he can! What happened there, boys?
Oh, Outlast doing Outlast things. Comes down onto the floor into reset. That's a triple charge from the man. You got to be careful right now. The man is on fire very early on in this game, doing absolute crazy stuff. And he's calling that out in chat. It's a fake. Yeah, he just fell on the floor and then reset, turning around the car. Perfect mechanics coming from the man.
Here we go. Scribs knocking it around now as Outlast again. Get onto the center. Aquin not getting the touch. Ruffy, good hit towards the backboard. He's going to follow that through. Perf Kappa, 2-3.
I'm a little concerned here right now. The ball's set up. Now Pickets goes up here. Needed to hit the, needed to go after the ball onto the wall. And because of that, he just went up instead of going the wall. He sort of anticipated a bounce off. The thing about the patch is the bounce coming off the wall is not as it seems. So you can't risk having a bounce off the wall anymore. You really have to go play it off the ball. And that was a mistake.
High ball over to Outlast. Is a screamer of a shot towards goal. Daddy long leg. Maybe he'll get it on out. Scribs. As far as Roffy though, he's going to try and get this around to the center. Outlast is waiting for him. Good little patience there as that's into the center. Aqua not being able to get the accuracy though. Outlast. Try and get us over to center. He's going to try drag it in, and Aqua was the one there actually to knock it out, weren't he?
Very sneaky play, but he's just watch it. He'll be doing that all night long, taking the advantage and see if he can work his teammate into it with a great pass play.
Outlast following through. Aqua just falling back, grabbing that boost. There's Roffy's there, hitting it out. Aqua can't get high enough though. It's a big hit towards the field, but Outlast is back there. Outlast, you just bigged him up, and he's looking so good in this first game. Maybe to Outlast. Trying to get over to Roffy, who's hit up again. These little tippy tappies, and that's into the goal.
It's Outlast to Roffy. Back to Outlast. And Roffy again, the 1-2. Not just once, but about 3 times in the whole gameplay. They took it from the defense. And it actually started with Outlast realizing when he came off that forward line pocket, from the very same pocket back on the rotation before they went for that goal, he went right back, used all his boost to play the defensive line. Then just a small little touch play, instead of just booming it long, uses a teammate to go. And that's a nice effort coming out from Artificial. But they really need to make these count. Being 3 goals down halfway down in the first, you don't want to be stuck at that level.
Yep, definitely. But, like you said, we're only halfway in. Artificial, they can turn it around now, but Aquavale trying to deny me as I say that. Because, yes, Perf Kappa are looking so strong here. Artificial, remember, this is a best of 5 series. Artificial have a ton of time to work with. Screw the screws, tighten them on up, and get us turned around. Scribs trying to take this down the field. Goes a little bit wide. Roffy should be able to contest that, and he does. So that goes high. Outlast, big hit towards goal.
What's he doing?
Daddy Longlegs not being able to get it though.
So here it goes up long. Now we're going to go Daddy Longlegs. This is where he went too far back, and he was sort of really concerned, thinking, okay, they'll probably go for the backboard and be slightly wide. But he actually had to get up a lot earlier on the challenge, and because he let that one go, made it extremely hard to get that block at the end there. Gifting pretty much outlasts the 4th goal for his team. They're well and truly in control right now, the Perth Kappa, and well, certainly they're having a bit of fun right now.
Yeah, definitely. Perth Kappa are in the driving seat here as Roffy goes up high, tries to knock it up even higher. Franklin actually gets the double touch. We're not being able to get down though.
Has Roffy got a bit of a sense of Outlast right now? He's sort of mechanically sound.
Yeah. And definitely Perth Kappa being the cheeky little lads that you can see going for those plays. Like I said, they're in the driving seat. They've got all the control, able to make little plays like this. Roffy trying to drop it on down. Aqua not being able to see it through though.
Well,
get over to the corner. Daddy Longlegs getting blocked out there by Roffy. Another great attack is going to start off here, I feel like. Outlast is taking his time, getting the ball over to the side. The kid's just buying a bit of time here. Aqua and Outlast going forward. It's a good pass over to Roffy. Can't just get it down quite enough. Roffy, good hit towards the centre. It's going to use a bit of time here. Bison, where are Perth getting all their strength here tonight? How are they just outclassing Artificial here?
Well, here's the thing. They're all together, sitting next to each other at a gaming lounge. Pretty much with the top-of-the-line gaming PCs. I'm pretty much on the plug here for Portal, Escape Portal, but essentially it's brand new over there. So they've got top-of-the-line equipment just to get themselves working really well here. And you can see the synergy just it's in sync right now and threatening. But it comes down to having probably one of the best 1v1 players on your team in the region right now, which is Outlast. And look, you know, he's semi-pro because his ranking doesn't govern him to be in a professional sense. He doesn't play freeze. So at the end of the day, he does ones. He can qualify for this event.
It's actually a good little bit of insight as well. Definitely that being a great ones player might not throw you over into ranked freeze, but being in this team situation, being able to play with your mates right beside you, it does add a little bit of spice. And definitely good plays coming out from Outlast, Roffy and Aqua.
I like how they've got this synced up. So semi-pro, semi-pro, semi-pro. Obviously, the tag is there, and they're just representing the tonight's thing. Obviously, they're not semi-pros. They've all got a bit of experience behind them. It being also, Aquabauer and Roffy used to be ex-PlayStation players. Sorry, Roffy is a PlayStation player. Aqua not. But this is actually the first time Roffy actually plays on a computer. So really good stuff to see the fact that he's coming into this game a hell of a lot better from what I've seen in the previous. So a lot more skill coming out, being on the masterclass. What his PC is, and you know, I was having a look at the stats, Digital Bacon. It was really interesting to see that PlayStation has the highest number of players on Rocket League, followed by Xbox, and then at 28% is the computer, is Steam, and I was like, that can't be right. All the competitive play pretty much is Steam. but this tournament's been cross-play, so absolutely fantastic stuff to see that the cross-network's really working well together.
Yeah, that is good indeed. And definitely that bit there is down to casual players. Rocket League is such a great game to play with a couple of mates. You know, if you're a little older, have a couple of beers, you know, that sort of thing. And that's what I love about Rocket League the most, is the difference in situations of being able to play it. But Scribs there trying to find the goal.
Now, just for you guys playing at home, IFLAN doesn't start until tomorrow, so it starts around 12. I would say about 2 o'clock Eastern, so it doesn't start for quite a while. Artificial starting with the first goal. That's Pickett's that gets himself into the place.
Yeah, Pickett's getting that wonderful little interception there and just being able to turn around and secure the shot. That was good. That is Artificial's first goal of this semi, and can they follow it on through? Ruffy taking it to the wall. It's going to drop on down, but Pickett's going to be able to pick that one up. He's going to try and get high up in the air.
Double commit.
Aqua hitting Outlast. But yeah, those double commits coming in. Outlast going back now, and that's a big demo. How important was that demo?
Well, it's important in the context because they're essentially playing sort of the baiting game and on a defensive zone, like come at me and then we'll play the 50-50, bring it around, so bait it across. But essentially he just quicken and put himself in supersonic, demos him out, gives a chance, but the ball is hit, so it's risky play when you want to go for the demo because it just gives a catapult into the ball.
Off. Outlast being able to get a good clear there, and he's starting to counter, but Daddy Longlegs, great little hit, just denying it, but Aqua's on the ball now, getting that past Scribs. Daddy Longlegs trying to get upfield, but Outlast, the rotations here are so good. Outlast, Aqua and Ruffy are ready with Ruffy there, look at him, he's downfield, waiting for the cherry pick. He's going to try and get it, Scribs! What a clear out to the side.
Oh, that was so close. But so far at the end of the day, Outlast couldn't carry it all the way home. He just kind of wished there was a 200 boost count and he just continued to fly into it all himself. But Outlast gets in the picture again, but it's wide. They're trying really hard at the moment, the Perf Kappa, but can't get on the board.
I was saying earlier about how 1v1s doesn't always go over to freeze, and Outlast is definitely trying to deny me of that. Just like showing how he can work as a team so well. Outlast here trying to get a pass back to Aqua. He's got it up high. Outlast getting it to the backboard. Double commit. Really going in goal, but unfortunately just a bit wide. You can see Scribs here playing about with the ball. He's got picks there. Didn't go as planned as Outlast gets that to the backboard. He's going to try and get this over to the centre. Unfortunately, no one there. Prevail. Ball getting off to the backboard. Another demo there, just trying to defuse the situation, but Daddy Longlegs being able to clear it on out. Again, knocking over to centre, but Aqua's there. That's a big hit. Pickett's picking it on up. Little ping pong here. So again, lots of ping pong where both teams are so solid in the defence and just trying to get the ball out. Big clears. Unfortunately, just nothing really coming off in the goal department, is there?
No, it's not. I mean, that's sort of the real defensive structure being set and how quickly the rotations have been going, because they do get it forward, but then there's a counter, they get the crossover, they put it into the dead spots as well. So there's no real easy second or third efforts coming out the goal. There's a great redirection play. Outlast, well, it's ambitious. Just on the right side of that at the end of the day. Ruffy does enough here. Ruffy! No way, Ruffy! That was so close. Scribs just denies it. There's still the pressure on. A minute and 25 on the clock.
Yeah, definitely. Perf Kappa here, trying to do everything, trying to get these fancy little movements. Scribs, he's got a big clear out there. It's heading towards the backboard, off to the side. He's done it the longest game. Yes, he can. That's taking Artificial up 2-0.
Let's have a look at it as the auto cam does something really funny. At the end, the defense got pressured in, and that was Ruffy going to double touch off the back line. Player challenging him on. Of course, that defensive error unfortunately goes against him. 2 goals right now to Artificial, and they're bringing him back into this match with a minute and 10 remaining. They're looking good.
Yep, Pickett's now on the ball. Outlast just getting in the way a bit, but Daddy Long is picking it up, trying to be a bit of a nuisance, but Artificial there, being able to read the situation well. Cribs, good block. He's starting a movement towards the centre. Unfortunately, too high and far over the goal. And Longlegs just trying to keep up this pressure. But Outlast, he's taking it to the side. Are we going to see another wonderful aerial attempt from him? He's sending it over to Ruffy. And that's down to a goal. What a play!
You just get a sense of something special about to happen here. Outlast picks up his teammate. Ruffy is a god on the computer in that lad. You didn't think he could do anything like this, but he reads him. Absolute perfect. That was a full house. And even a royal flush at the end of the day. They pick one back and a chance for him to take this game.
Whenever Outlast takes the ball up in the air, you know something's going to happen, and he's going to try and do everything he can to make it special. Outlast now on the ball. He's got Aqua and Roffy in front. Good block there by Daddy Longlegs. Roffy's getting up high. He's not being able to touch though. Outlast getting blocked out a little bit by Roffy, but he's got control. Daddy Longlegs getting off. Trying to keep up this pressure with 8 seconds left to go. Perf Kappa, they've got to do something amazing here. It's a big clear. Can Aqua get it up higher? Yes, he can. Roffy's going to follow through. Go on.
Oh, the drop down.
Oh no, going too low.
It's a hard ball when it's coming down, and essentially you got next to nothing boost in the way of things. So you sort of just have to try and chuck your car at it. The angle needed to be turned so it was underneath and hitting up. Instead, he was going down, and that's what goes against him at the end. You can't leave your run so late. Although that was a fantastic goal by Roffy and Outlast, it needed to be scored in 2 minutes remaining, not with a minute or with 30 seconds remaining into the game. We really forced them to try and get one clutch goal to bring it into overtime. It's Artificial. A really good start for them. They have to kick that up and just hold Outlast and Roffy, because those two are the stars of the game right now coming from Perf Kappa.
Yeah, definitely. And the team plays there, we saw from Outlast and Roffy, just working together. They're not going for basic goals. They're going to try and go for this, like, just the most wonderful, amazing Rocket Dailies highlights that they can. They're having a whale of a time here.
Well, we're getting set into a third mat, ladies and gentlemen. There's an interesting play coming out. Artificial, a real chance for them to sort of step into this match and put themselves into lead. But we're going to get going. Off we go with the kickoff.
Here we go. Aqua getting off over to the side. Be able to get onto this. No, Roffy knocks over to the center. Maybe something else could have come off of that. But who knows? We're moving on. Outlast is going to try and get us up high. Going to take the aerial route out of the goal. Pickett's being a bit of a nuisance, getting in the way. Dangerous ball. Outlast knocking it over, trying to get over to Aqua. Aqua's able to take control of the situation now. But Pickett's here, knocking it out, trying to defuse the situation. Not as much as Roffy can handle, though. Ooh. Outlast with a back pass over to Roffy, getting in the way of that hit, though, a little bit. Leading the ball, Roffy's picked it on up, trying to take it to the back ball, trying to dunk it on down. Goes slightly too wide.
Oh. That's an interesting touch. He didn't mean to do that. It was misplaced.
Aqua just trying to get this down, trying to get control over it for his buddies over at Perf Kappa. Roffy could pick up to be able to try and get control. That's over to the corner. Perf Kappa, you've got to get back now. As Artificial are just all upfield. Big demo there, trying to defuse the situation. Pickett's. He will get over to Daddy Longlegs, going wide. The link ups here between Artificial, just one smidge off.
That was almost an own goal. Pickett's right on the defensive structure that just holds it up. He's going to get one over the top here. That's going. Oh, it's hit the upper 90 post. Unfortunately, it doesn't go in. Sonics, please.
Yeah, the goalpost there just being the fourth player for Perf, denying that shot, that wonderful shot there. Dropping on down though, a little bit wide. Can Outlast get this around? He's got over the center. Can Aqua do anything? No, going a bit wide, but Outlast still has control here. Then try dropping it down. It's very far. Can Aqua do anything? Yes, Aqua can.
Well, it's Aquaval grabbing the boots out the side. Outlast once again a recipient of the cross, bringing it across in the air. And look, the thing about the Perf lads right now is when they bring the pass plays into sync, it's high. It's really high up. And so the defensive challenges from the Artificial, they go, well, maybe we don't have enough boost, so we don't go up and challenge. It's really a free ball. We're seeing a lot of goals scored like that. Artificial really needs to start the challenge. This is a good movement from Pickett's. Just takes it into his own hands and puts it in.
Pickett's there, definitely just being the Hercules that Artificial needed to be able to get that pass, dribble it on into the goal, squaring it up in a matter of seconds.
There's a lot of talk going on in chat about Outlast and being probably semi-pro rank. what you guys got to know is he plays once competitively. The free game mode, he doesn't play. So if he does, he'll probably be sitting low on the rank in any retrospect, but you can understand the skill level he possesses with the ones play, which gives him a bit of an advantage in this tournament. It's feedback at the end of the day, and it's not always going to be perfect with anything. So be taken into consideration, guys. Let's just keep watching it, enjoying it for what it is. And at the end of the day, Outlast has to play a really good Rocket League if he's going to get himself, his team into the final. He's got a challenge. Artificial at the moment, got the game tied.
Yep, Aqua trying to get on past, but Pickett's been able to hit that one out. Very long legs, he's starting to move upfield. Wonderfully blocked there by Aqua. Outlast going up high. Ruffy's picked it up, but that's an easy pick up there for Scribs. Get over Daddy Longlegs. Big clears here. Scribs, it's got just not, it's on over to the center. Wasn't expecting that though. Ruffy with a pinch out. Pickett sending that up high. This could be dangerous as Outlast is getting on that. Longer legs hitting over to Ruffy. What is Ruffy gonna do?
Oh.
Outplay. Artificial.
I just really like what I'm seeing from Ruffy at the moment. You know, we're talking about he can be a hit and miss player. Tonight he has been hit all over the place. I'm going to put it down to him being on PC. Really, he's PlayStation at home. That's what he plays off. That's his main. But because he's at LAN right now, he's at the Escape Gaming Portal in Perth. They're all sitting next to each other on probably the best PCs you could be playing on to date. And it's saying that Artificial. They bring it back. It's tied.
How are they able to just within seconds be able to get the goals to equalise out against Perth Kappa here? And I don't know.
Well, 2-2 right now, a minute and 28 on the clock. It's just quick counters, and like I said, off the kickoffs, anything can happen in the game of Rocket League, and that's why we love the game so much. But as they get set to the paces, it's all about the mistakes and the rotations. And I don't want to say the mistakes in the best way. It's whoever makes the first mistake usually gets a goal scored on them. So have to be super careful and make sure defensive structure is set. We're coming down to a minute here. Digital Bacon, a goal's incoming.
Ooh, as you said, those mistakes, the double commit there, and Outlast just one mistake from Pickett's double commit, and Aqua's just going to go in there, clean it on up. That's 3-2. Ribs going up against Aqua. Long as he send it back to Aqua though, he's just getting in the way of everything. Outlast, demoing. Ruffy can't get a touch on that as Pickett's now is going to try and pick up control. This is dangerous as Scribs getting on over. Can Pickett's finish it off? Oh, Aqua. Come on out. Aqua again is just showing every single block and save that he can, and he's doing it so well.
Insane. Ruffy tries to do it himself. 30 seconds remaining. Artificial. They've been behind in the game so far tonight, but where can they bring themselves back into game number 3 and take the lead in the series? We'll find out here, Digital Bacon.
Here we go. That's up high. Pickett's there, ready to get on the end of it. It's gone high and a bit wide. Let's see anyone get on the end of this. Ruffy can, who's just cleared it on out. And at 8 seconds left, Perth Kappa, they're in the driving seat here, aren't they, guys?
Certainly are. That ball is going to be kept up. In fact, that's sailing home, and it's going to be stopped on the line. But it doesn't matter. It needed to be on the other side, on the other goal. Perth Kappa, they take the second game.
That's 2-1, and everyone's going on about how Outlast is, you know, he's the great ones player. But actually, in this case, I think Aqua and Ruffy, they're doing more because Freeze is such a team-based game. You saw Ruffy there being able to predict in that great goal last game. Sorry, going to go back to that because that was amazing. Ruffy just being able to position himself for Outlast just to come on in. Outlast started it, but Ruffy was the big key player there to be able to redirect it on down. And that's the difference. Aqua and Ruffy are so good as well.
Look, it's a question that's put out, and it's causing a bit of a stir in chat. And I don't think it's such a bad thing. You know, in any, and I explained it a little bit earlier, in any tournament that we play, especially when new rules be set, it's always going to be broken. It's got to be tested. Something's going to happen. A ruling will be made later. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm really liking Artificial's gameplay. And the fact is, if you look at those guys, none of them are top players in the scene in terms of top 4 teams or top 8 teams. These guys are out of the top 10, but they're essentially taking it up to a team that would be the same caliber, and then you've got what you consider almost a pro player in Outlast. But in saying that, he's only had 1 season in the pro season. That's it. In saying that, I've gone a little bit too far. Pickett's with the first goal. Oh, I love to talk.
Yeah, saying Outlast could be a pro player, and just there with a big mistake actually hitting it off towards Pickett's, because he was in a bad position to receive that, and that's an early goal there for Artificial. Oh. Here we go. That's knocked onto centre, and that's Artificial taking an early lead with 2 goals.
Let's have a look at Scribbs' angle. It's nice, defensive sort of caught out. And this is the thing about Perth Kappa is, they get so aggressive when they go forward, they completely forget about the defensive structure, and it's been caught out now twice. Gonna have to get a quick counter here. It's coming forward for Roffy again. As Tommy misses. And that's the thing, if Roffy's not connecting on the back of Outlast's brilliant pass play, essentially it's worth nothing. They get forward and then it gets countered. Scribbs with that touch, they bring it out, and it was only 30 seconds down, but it's sort of different pace. Outlast, clever little touch. It's gone into the post. Oh, they're going to follow up and get it.
Well done to Aqua there, just being able to zoom on in. I mean, Roffy would have picked it up himself, but Outlast wonderfully got out there to get a little bob. And Artificial would just panic there in the defence, weren't they?
Yeah, it's just a full panic state, but I think this game's really hot right now, and they don't want to give it away. Outlast. Oh, just straight onto it. I got this, man.
How'd you equalise that quick? Outlast, great hit there, but Scribbs so close to getting it, just turns his car back a bit too much. Not being able to get the ball.
We're 4 goals.
That's a mistake.
Within a minute. Digital bacon. It's a bit insane, isn't it?
It's absolutely insane to think that we're back to near enough even Stevens, that anything can happen, and both these teams are looking so good, and it can still go any which way. Outlast hitting that up, not down, not being able to get the dunk. That's a pass back to Aqua, who has the centre onto the side because he can't get the touch he wants. Scribbs not get touching as well. Lots of mistakes, a lot of misses here. Whew. Don't know where this is going to go, and it's so hard to commentate on.
It's going to go anywhere. It's in the lap of Outlast, though. He just sails through. He's taking control through the air. It's like airspace, no fly zone for anyone else but Outlast. Have a look at this. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Outlast like a plane, just swooping on in and dive bombing that on down into the goal. Great stuff. So Daddy Longlegs go up against Roffy. That's up high. What can Aquaville do? Get on over to Outlast, it seems. Oh, it's a little bit high. It's not it back though. Can Roffy do everything? Oh, Phil side flip, man. It's Roffy just on that. Ribs. And up high, Daddy Longlegs trying to get that on. Trying to defuse the situation. Scribbs just a little bit wide. And that roll up.
Oh no.
Ooh, back from missing it, Scribbs. Oh, sorry, no, Daddy Longlegs.
Yeah, nice.
Getting the shot. Oh.
So the defensive structure had come out here, and they looked to put the attack on. They had 2 out wide, going for boost. Daddy Longlegs comes up on a standard rotation, gets the air up at 90 as well, which is perfect placement, because if it's going to drop on the bottom, or at least a bounce goal, it gives the defense a chance to come across and clear. But he just put a bit of power into that, up at 90, very hard to stop those. It's tied back up. As much as Outlast wants to score, Artificial have an answer.
Yeah, Artificial, like I said earlier, they've tightened up the screws. They're able to just absolutely see Perth Kappa all the way through. They're going to put on a great game here. Good, great little save using that bat ball to pinch on out over to his teammates. It's up high. It gets clear out into dangerous land. Roffy not getting the touch, but Aqua is there, able to keep up this pressure. Interesting little triple commit there. It's beaten to it by Outlast. Outlast going to try and get a touch, but great hit there by Scribbs, trying to defuse the situation. Outlast has got control. This is where he loves having the ball.
So cheeky.
It's leaving it. What's going on here is Pickett is able to now pick it up, but Outlast knocking over to the centre. Scribbs hitting it towards the back.
Oh, so close.
So close to getting that in.
Well, the opportunities are ripe right now. Artificial having an absolute crack. The Aussie way having a go, but they need to make sure defense is on song because they're looking to attack Shoei Perf Kappa, and these rebounds coming straight out to them. So just keep it tight, the boys of Artificial. They need to score, and they've got to do it, get themselves in front.
Like I said, Artificial being able to handle the pressure so well and bring out pressure of their own as Pickett's moving it on down to Daddy Longlegs. Just going slightly wide though. It's outlasted, able to hit that one out.
Scripps!
Get the goal!
Let's watch him how he sets up. This ball comes down awkwardly and it forces Outlast to play it into the middle where Scribs is rotating into. Picks it up on the nose, slams it home. That's the lead they're looking for.
Yeah. With that visor, there's no sun in Scribs' eyes, and he's able to just hammer that on past into the goal. Great stuff by him. Cool, that's taken Artificial up a goal, but 1 minute 20 left. It's still anyone's game. Outlast trying to get in the way, but Pickett's has come off. He's got control. He's able to get that on past. 1 man left. And Aqua's the only man they need, it seems, to be able to try and defuse the situation. Outlast keeping it to the corner. Scribs now just trying to slow down the ball, get a bit of control.
Take a touch here.
Daddy Longlegs. Ooh. Roffy's starting this counter. It's up high. We're going to see Aqua be able to dunk this on down. Gets able to take it on up high.
Oh no, that's in. Oh, great save at the end there. They're holding on. It just seems that the ball's been cleared and that's where it's left at. And then really giving a chance here, Perf lads, to get the counter together. And you just don't want to give them that opportunity. There's one there. Good touch by Daddy. They're holding on. 30 seconds remaining.
Here we go. Roffy's up. Going to try and get this on over to center. That's a good ball, but Aqua can't get high enough. Lingering a little bit. Pickett is able to get up high. Can anyone get to that? Yes, they can. Outlast getting the touch. That's blocked. And here, like, Artificial, with 10 seconds left. They've got this, haven't they, Bison?
Yeah, they're just going to play it out wide here and just try and hold the ball up, even stop the momentum from lifting. They want to bring this one down here. Scripps looking for it. He's pinched off the top. It's floated up high, but it's on the wrong side unless there can be a big clearance. There's smart, clever touch coming down at the end. Artificial. They take game number 4, and they're still within this. They're going to game 5.
2 game 5s in the semis. Just shows such great class of Rocket League being played tonight. And these teams, they're finding it. They're neck to neck, just trying to gnaw each other past. And I can't call it. Liza.
Oh, it's close. It's Artificial are really playing together. They're very solid in working with each other and just getting those hits downfield. It looks like they were clearing for Perf Kappa to set up. But Perf Kappa sort of had the opportunity to go and they just couldn't connect. That's what let them down. They weren't able to get that second, third hits on the ball and use that backboard. I think both teams, it's a lack of backboard usage and a lack of second and third efforts. Whoever takes that into play along with the demolitions will get themselves into the final tonight. It goes either way right now. But, you know, you look at Outlast. If he can make a statement early on, it'll put Perf Kappa in a good place. If Artificial can get the first goal, it'll put Perf Kappa under a lot of pressure, and I think they might crumble.
Just saw that in chat. Perf Kappa, they can't play the next game. It's too late for them. So Artificial have the win. They're going through to the final because Perf Kappa can't play.
Who said that?
All the guys over on Perf Kappa, Aqua, Outlast, and Roffy, it's too late for them. But they're still going to play, ladies and gentlemen. They want to play.
Oh, that's such a letdown.
Such a letdown.
Well, it's A, they either throw, or B, they not going to happen. They're going to throw.
They're not going to throw.
No.
These great sportsmanship here. Being able to say, yeah, even though we're not going to be able to play in the next round, we're still going to give you a run for your money. We still want to show our absolute class here. And Artificial, are they going to be able to win it out of their own, power? Let's see. Long legs into it by Aqua as he just misses it slightly. That's going across field. Scribs knocking over to the centre for Daddy Longlegs to pick up. Ruffy getting that very good demo there to defuse the situation. Gets being very strong here. Daddy Longlegs just keeping it on that post. Great pressure coming up here. Aqua's able to get out. Can Outlast get a hot shot? Yes, he can. That's 2-0 to Perth.
Touch here from Aqua is really clever. It sort of forces Longlegs to come back inside, and the rotation around. I think Pickett mistimed his jump out to the corner, the cut back in. Essentially, just caught up the ground very quickly there. Artificial. It's not where they wanted to be, and we talked about the pressure early on. If the Perth Kappa were going to put the first couple of goals on, extremely hard for Artificial, but they've done it from here. They've come back into it. Now it's a tough battle in game number 5.
Yeah, we saw it last time. These games can equalise up so easily because both teams are so good. And Ruffy drop on down to it. It gets in the block. That's quite impressive from him. Zach was now starting to counter. Team members up here from Perth. They're a bit clustered together. Are we going to see a quick counter from our official Bison?
Chance here. Daddy Longlegs awkward. His teammate was up as well. Scripts the interesting touch. I think that's enough just to get his teammates back for the boost. So they're able to recover and get their structure set unless Outlast does some Outlast things. This time he gets countered and demoed at the end. So they hold it out and essentially get a reset.
Here we go. Aqua getting up high. Ruffy's going to try and send this towards goal. It's a little bit wide, but Daddy Longlegs able to get this on out. Scribs following it up, gets off the wall. Unfortunately, he's not able to make contact with the ball. Aqua just slowing it on down a bit. Oh, Outlast up to Ruffy. Can Ruffy drop it on down? It goes wide. Outlast knocking it towards the centre, and unfortunately, that's not going in.
That was close. That was so close. You get the sneaky suspicion they're about to go absolutely large and open up the waterworks.
These players are just absolutely... Their performance, they're entertainers tonight, aren't they, Bison? Bringing us such great Rocket League.
It's what you get when you're all together, hanging out in one place, but time limit's essential. That's what happens when you're a teenager. Your parents say, nope, you got to leave. So it's a bit unfortunate. It's what's happening out of this match, but 2 minutes and 20, still chances here for Artificial. They really want this win as well, so if they can get themselves a couple of goals, it'll be highly advantageous.
Yep, Perth Kappa's mums, they're in the minivan waiting out front, but they're going to make the most out of this last game as Outlast gets the 3rd goal of the match for Perth Kappa.
That's a cheeky little touch. Very cheeky.
The cheekiest.
The cheekiest of all cheeky cheekies.
Ruffy versus Pickett. It's coming off. Is he able for this round? He's going to go for the boost. The Scribs picks it on up. That's centered. Free diffusing the situation as Aqua now is trying to get over to the corner. This is very sloppy defending here. Ruffy is able to just get their last touch. Artificial, they need to capitalize on something with only 1 minute 45 left.
It's just they look like it's playing with it at the moment. I don't know, with all steam being chucked out of the game, with them sort of calling it in the last one, going, hey, we can't be available. They started really strong, but Artificial, it's like we can't find any sort of answer to score against these guys. Although this is a really good chance. 2 on the line, top side, and we won't get the drop as it's counted to hold up.
And Outlast, great little block there. But that's going on in. Pickett's getting that goal, using the side of his car to roll on in.
Good pressure with that demo, stops that clearance coming forth, and Pickett's able to get the drop of the ball, puts it on the nose, just turns it inside. I suppose at the end of the day, there was a lot of pressure being set on the defensive line, and sort of Perth Kappa were getting a sense they were sort of letting it go, not playing as technical as they were in the earlier games. But being 3 goals up, you can get super complacent with that. All the boys at Artificial need to do is just keep it together, play it smart, and they'll get these 2 goals back.
With 1 minute left now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
there's still enough time.
touch.
Oh, just about to say there's enough time for Artificial to get on in, and they prove that. 1 goal now separating them.
Well, that's a great touch. He didn't need to take it and dribble. He just gave it a smack, pretty much, and got himself a nice ball heading onto goal. So able to bring that back under a minute now. 1 goal differential. We've seen Artificial do this before. The question lies out there, chat. Can I do it again? Hold out the Perth Kappa boys.
Yeah, give the Perth Kappa boys all your energy because they're going to need it as they're 2 down now.
Outlast again, just seeing ever so lethal, but it's Roffy that comes across, challenging it out, and it's a 1v1. Essentially, the defense has to make a call. And at the end of the day, it's sometimes it just doesn't work your way. You went a little bit early, and the defensive player just comes across, finishes it off. Well, it's two goals remaining, 35 on the clock. It's a task and a half here, Bacon.
Is indeed. 30 seconds left. That's the demo coming off there. All Pickett. He's going to get this up high towards the centre. He's going to follow on through. Tries to knock on forward. Roffy's there, getting in the way. Aqua's now starting this counter. No one's back. Can Aqua get it on over to Outlast? Roffy not being able to get a touch. Daddy Longlegs clears it on out. Scribs, that's powerful towards the backboard. Is anyone going to pick it up? Can Daddy Longlegs do it? No, says Roffy. Outlast going off to the side. Aqua getting off there. Tries to go for the Tarzan swing down into the goal. Daddy Longlegs clearing it out. Perth Kappa taking the win, but as we said, it's unfortunate for them.
So they do take the win, and straight away they're out. We will have to confirm with the administration team whether they'll be setting themselves into the final. So Artificial might be getting a leg in. So essentially we just played a series for the fun of it. But nonetheless, Artificial, they get a little bit of taste of what's expected in the final going into it. So this will be interesting. No, it won't be a 1v3 final. So it looks like Perth Kappa will be forfeiting out. It's a bit unfortunate to have it the way it is, but essentially you can't help it. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Artificial, they go through to the final. We're going to take a quick break here on OCE Rocket League as we set up for the Rookies final. The Rookies getting ready to go. That will be the next game that will be coming up. But we'll be right back after this to view that. And then we have the Semi-Pros final, which is going to be big, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you do not go anywhere. This is Friday Night Live here with Bison Digital Bacon on OCE Rocket League for the Vape Esports tournaments. We'll see you after this. On his way, the power shot, and cleans out the goal line. Easy goal, for the lines. Just here's the thing: they put a shot on after Sydney, but they did a disciplined thing.
It's not allowed.
No, that's bad. Oh my goodness, Drippe! What are you doing? What a goal! Then again, just come off a 3-game straight. Oh, Dreamy, that's a great touch. Well, prove me wrong. Just gets in a good spot and slams. Nowhere to be seen. Challenging on the back now is a demo. The 2v1. The pop and play. Decker. Can he light it up? He goes out right. Decker! The moments of heroes and legends aboard. It's Decker with a big game.
The numbers grow by the day as millions come to compete. Those who sit at the top hear footsteps behind them louder than ever as they fight to keep hold of their crowns. Some will last a few years, maybe more, but none will last forever. What can one do to leave a mark which stands the test of time? It's quite simple, really. You can pray for something greater than yourself. And this case, your country, your nation, your home. The World Cup, presented by the League of Rockets.